can just happen. Oh man, again. You know, we saw him warming up for the match. Everything seemed fine, but sometimes, you know, nerves are just... Sometimes bomb clip just doesn't want to work for you. Medium bomb here should be okay. Yeah, he grabs it. Yeah, it's kind of a big time loss for him. Now, he did have to grab that castle roof, so he's not as far behind as it might seem because he does have that goal already if he's planning on getting it. But Chubby already making his way into Womp's Fortress and starting on 100 coins here. And Toastrider's just now leaving BOB. Now, Womp's 100, it doesn't look like Chubby is going for a route that's going to be 140 because he did not grab the box at the beginning and he also did not grab that Piranha Plant, which means he might just be going for all stars and Womps here, which we see in the bottom left of the bingo card. Not a bad choice either. I feel like if I was doing all stars and Womps, I would be going for bottom left, top right, which does actually involve a 140 in 2 stages, so we'll see what he ends up doing with this. Womps 100 is also just good if you know that you're just wanting to get stars done before basement. So we'll see where what he turns this into. Meanwhile, Toast going for Womp King immediately, which is kind of interesting to me. Obviously, killing the Womp King progresses your progress in Womp's Fortress, and it'll make the fortress spawn in every future star unless you hold left on the star select screen, which increases lag. So that almost makes me feel like he's either just going to hold left here each time, or he's trying to get out of Womp's Fortress really quickly. See what he does. Looks like he's taking a pause. A couple of frame drops there, but he is going back into Womp's Fortress. I didn't see if he held left or not. He might just be going for Fortress and then getting out of here. Looks like he's going for the Fortress star. There's very few routes in a bingo that you don't want to be getting a lot of stars in Womp's Fortress in. One thing this might make me think about is either you're doing something in JRB. So I see 4 in JRB, 4 in DDD. I also see 100 coin star in JRB already in his column if he's opting for that castle roof. Okay, he's going back in Womp's Fortress. Another thing is if you're doing something like 2 stars from 10 stages, you're just going all over the place, going in a bunch of stages, and you might just opt to only get 2 from Womps, but I wouldn't choose those 2 if I was doing that, so... Oh, I like this. He's going for the cannon here, and then he's going to grab Wild Blue. Okay, this is really smart. Yeah, so one alternative route you do in Womp's Fortress, if you're wanting to open the cannon, is you save Wild Blue for the very end, and you do it after the Fortress start, because that's when the bomb spawns, and you can go grab it here. Now, I do wonder if he's going to go get more in Womp's Fortress. He could still do Owlless or Cannonless pretty quickly. Very interesting routing from both players immediately. We saw Toastrider killing the Womp King immediately, and we saw Chubby getting 100 coins right away. Chubby looking like he is going to be getting every star in Womps here. Alright, Toastrider going for Cannonless here, it seems like. Based on the speed of the game, I can't quite tell if he despawned that Fortress or not. It looks like he did not. It was a little slow there on the turnaround, but I could be mistaken there. Both players synced up, heading into Womp's Fortress. Looks like we did have some sound issues. I'm assuming that is resolved by now, but that will be okay. You guys will hear me eventually. You might already hear me now. I'm just going to keep talking because I like bingo. Toastrider also going for 100 coins in Womps now. So interesting. He wanted the cannon. He did that immediately, but then he's still opting to get all the stars here. He didn't save it for the end. Not a huge deal, especially if you're holding left to star select. There's actually no difference in lag. Really awesome coin RNG there. Toastrider looks like he's going for 140 coins in Womp's Fortress. So that's really pointing me towards column 3 for Toastrider. This is a really good stage to get 140 coins in. He's opened a cannon, which points me towards one of the 2 cannon tasks on the board. And he did that castle roof, so good for him. Looks like he chose his column very quickly. Quick enough that he could get the castle roof before going inside. Sometimes that's an issue you run into where the castle roof line ends up being the one you want to do, but you haven't done castle roof yet, so you end up doing it some weird other time. Ooh, Chubby not quite getting up to the top there. Gonna have to run back around. But as we can see on our time-traveling bingo board, Chubby does end up getting all of his stars and points. Ooh, and grabbing the 1 up here. I really like this. Okay, trying to grab the 1 up here. There we go. Okay, and that points me towards column 1 for Chubby, so I think we might already know what our players are planning on doing here. We'll see if anything wild changes, but the signs point towards column 1 for Chubby and column 3 for Toast. Very interesting. I'm a fan of both of these. Neither of them are ones that I recommend at the beginning, but what do I know? We're to the point where we're in the top 8. These people probably know more than I do about bingo. So I love being surprised by what the players choose. I learn more every time I watch this. So Chubby making his way into Dark World. I suspect Toast is going to be grabbing one more star in Walt's Fortress here. Nope, making his way out of there. Oh yeah, I didn't miscount. I think he skipped one star there. Going into CCM. CCM is another really good stage to get 140 in. The route can be a little bit weirder if you don't quite know it. If any of you watched Toastrider's last race versus Alaris, he had a really big spill on the stage with a whole lot of coins. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. There's kind of some weird jumps if you want to do this route optimally. Oh, Chubby taking a spill in Dark World near the end. Very, very not good. Toastrider running down. I think he's just going for the cannon on its own here. And he misses. Yikes. Okay. Well, two deaths from both players. Chubby's probably a little bit more costly, but if I'm in CCM and I'm in Toastrider's position, I need to be opening up this cannon. I would usually pair it with the Baby Penguin star. Looks like he's going somewhere else now. He's just going to do wall kick to work. The reason for that is generally you need these stars anyway, probably. In his route, maybe not, so something to consider, but it's really easy to grab that cannon from down where the Baby Penguin is, and you might as well just grab a star while you're there, unless you're certain that you don't need one. Looks like he's just given up on that cannon. He'll get one somewhere else. There is 12, maybe 11, yeah, 11 cannons in the game, so he can skip 4 of them. Looks like CCM will be on that list. Solo commentary feels weird. Yeah, I got a lot of talking to do, but I'm pretty good at that. Chubby missing a throw, getting it on the second one. Toastrider. Oh, that was very close. All right, doing Dark World without reds here. Again, he knows exactly what stars he needs, it seems. If he's spending a lot of time in BBH and some time in JRB, then he isn't going to have any trouble getting to 15 before wanting to go to upstairs. So this is good on his part. Chubby doing the same, headed into CCM. Probably just going to nab 2 stars here. Just as part of his 2 from 10 goal. 2 very quick stars in CCM would be the Baby Penguin and wall kicks will work. So we'll see if that's what he chooses to do. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any super fast 1-ups in CCM, but maybe Chubby will show us the way and teach us where some new ones are. I'm a big fan of the lives goal. Oop, not quite making that. Big fan of the lives goal in bingo. That's like a very... If you know what you're doing, 20 lives is almost on the way in a bingo. If you don't know what you're doing, it's a pretty menacing task. So it's kind of there for the players who really want to go that extra mile and know where all these 1-ups are that don't matter in a normal speedrun ever. Looks like he's opting not to grab any 1-ups here. I don't even know if there are any. I think that box has one. They just zoomed right by. It could be coins, though. I don't know. Toastrider heading into the basement here. So curious what Toastrider's route's going to be here. If he's doing the 100 coin star in JRB, I'd be grabbing 2 quick stars. I like going to SSL for this. And then exiting course, doing JRB 100. But you want to spawn the boat for that. And then making my way into BBH. But he does need Vanish Cap, so let's see here. All right, Chubby heading back into BOB. I don't know, you could almost do... Oh, he's grabbing the cannon. This is good. Yeah, he does need these cannons. I was thinking you could head into the basement, grab Vanish Cap and its star. That's 9. Go into JRB. You got to spawn the boat. That puts you up to 10. And then do 100 with red coins. That's up to 12. And then you could head into BBH. But he doesn't want to be skipping on cannon, so I might expect him just to go straight for Vanish Cap here if he's planning this out. He is going back into SSL. Could be surprising me. As he said, he hasn't actually done a ton of bingo, but he is a very skilled Mario player. He knows a lot about the game. I'd be happy for him to prove me wrong here. I could easily be thinking differently than he is, and that does not mean that he's wrong here. Chubby has now grabbed 2 stars in BOB. He's probably just going to pop right out of here and head on to the next stage. I like the 2 from 10. It feels like almost a faster 70-star run. You know what stars are quick from each stage if you've done 70. And you can just pop in each stage and grab what you know from there, and you're good. It's a very fun goal, in my opinion. And it's actually a pretty fast one. It seems menacing. It's 20 stars on its own, but you can generally combine it with almost every other task in your row. And then it's just getting a lot of really fast, like, you know, sub 20, sub 15 second stars. right, so Chubby is opting to grab the Vanish Cap. Not necessarily required for column 1. You can do SL 100 without it, and you can do 6 stars BBH without it, but it's a little bit harder, and it might be worth just grabbing the cap. I don't know whether it's faster or not necessarily. Meanwhile, Toastrider is doing Vanish Cap without actually grabbing the star. It looks like he's done the math. If he's doing JRB 100, he has enough stars for BBH. So he just needs to switch here so he can get everything in BBH. And skipping the text box on that one. Ooh, Chubby missing some red coins there. We'll see if he decides to give up on the star. He does. I don't know if he missed the others and if he was just skipping it all together and didn't quite cut the corner there. I didn't quite catch the very beginning of that. We'll see. Meanwhile, Toast is going for JRB 100 right away. This is possible if my accounts are correct. There's 104 coins in JRB. 6 of them are on the boat if it's there. 1 of them is reachable without the boat there, one of the red coins. Which means he needs to get every last coin that's reachable in the stage, but it's possible. So very interesting. Not going to be a super different route here. He's going to do probably, I think you do a triple jump dive to grab it. But the cannon's not there. I don't know if he knows that or not. I didn't really think about it till it happened, so this might end up being one of the cannons he skips. We'll see where he ends up, though. I guess he's going to be pairing 100 coins with chests here. Because he'll just end up in the cave. Yeah, just 1 dive. Doesn't even need to be a triple jump. Grab that coin. And now he needs to get every other reachable coin in the stage. So he's already biffed it on CCM, gave up on that one, skip in JRB. He's got 2 other cannons he can completely skip. There's not really a bad choice there. Probably going to end up being Cloud Stage, just because that one's a little bit more out of the way. But then beyond that, whatever stage he decides not to pop into upstairs. I think TTM might be the furthest, or I guess SL. He doesn't have to go into SL. Need to kill all 3 of these Goombas. This is a very Xaxes route. Can't have any of these going wrong. And then this coin ring will finish it up for him. He'll grab the chest here. I do like this. It is faster than getting the extra star there. It misses you out on a cannon, but you have room to give that up. Chubby has gotten his 2 stars in SL. Toast, not quite getting the chests in order. There is a specific order here. Not everybody knows it. It's a bit of a secret. Looks like he was able to go to gamefaqs.com and figure that one out in time, though. All right, Chubby grabbing all the 1-ups in LLL. I love it. Uh-oh. Doesn't quite make it. Spends one of those 1-ups down to 11. Another side note with the lives task on the board is if you die, it's a little bit further away. Additionally, if you have to reset or if you save and quit by mistake, you're back down to 4. That's a very big mistake to make. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Chubby is netting lives by doing this twice. Not really a good spot to be farming lives, though. Certainly the death was not on purpose. All right, Toast's going to be spending his sweet time in BBH here. To get every star in this stage. Go into 120 star mode here. Just do what he knows. Nothing special, unique to Bingo here. Chubby's going to be grabbing his 2nd star in LLL. Kind of interesting choice, Chubby not going for red coins. I think he went for Bully because of the 2 1-ups there, which I really like. Red coins is, I don't know, maybe, I don't want to pull a number out of nowhere. But it's, 5 or 10 seconds faster, but you miss out on 2 1-ups. So I do like his choice of going for Bullies there, just to grab the 1-ups out for his 2 stars. And he's good on stars now, if he wanted to go upstairs, but HMC also has 2 quick stars that you can nab, so worth doing. I'd expect him to be doing Watch for Falling Rocks and this one. What's it called? That star right there. Toastrider getting into a little bit of a fight with the ghost, making his way into there. Okay, this is an interesting route. I wonder what I'm going to see here. Oh, he hasn't done the 140. He didn't do the 140 in CCM, so he's going for 140 in BBH. I actually haven't seen this before. I don't know if I'm sure there's a route for it. I don't think it involves doing what he just did. Hopefully these coins don't despawn. I wonder if Toast is winging this or if he knows a route for this. I guess we'll kind of see how smooth it looks as it plays out, but nice. Oh, missing one coin there. That should be fine. I don't know exactly how many coins are BBH. I know it's more than 140. It's enough. But there's a lot of coins that, you know, you don't know about because you don't get them in 120 or anything, so. I think you pair this with Factory. I do like this. I'm trying to visualize it now. Now you kind of go inside and you do the modern 100 coin route that we're maybe used to seeing. And then you go into the Factory and you get the 5 coins down there. Yeah, I'm visualizing it now. This is pretty good. I think this route's actually pretty straightforward. Probably one we could see players doing in the future if they just make sure that they know it. You do want Vanish Cap for it, though. Which he, of course, has. Okay, not going to get that bug. He's taking his time to kill it. This Vanish Cap is probably going to run out. I don't think he's going to get back into that room. He's not. No way. He's going to have to go outside and run around the big haunt. The punch there. Toast's probably not very happy with himself right now, but what can you do? Meanwhile, Chubby doing some Nips clip action, heading into DDD. Again, probably worth grabbing 2 stars here. One of the fun things about the 2 from 10 goal is just every stage you pop into, you just grab 2 stars. 3 comments for me, back to back. Compliments for me in the chat. I really appreciate that, guys. Doing my very best. I absolutely love watching bingo. I love talking about bingo. I love theorizing and learning new things about this, so it's always a treat for me to be able to watch this. Toast does want one of those red coins. Oh, not quite. I think he knows his coin count. He knows what he's doing. He's not getting red coins with this star. He can just skip it. Does need that blue coin, though. Yeah, I think Toast knew this route from the beginning. I'm a big fan of it. Right, Chubby was able to get that sub-star, and he is going back for the 2nd star in DDD. I believe the Manta Ray spawned now, so yep, there it is. That seems like your next best bet. Let's see if these rings want to do what they should here. Perfect. Toast's going to be making his way into the Factory. I think he needs a few more coins before that. Oh, here's a blue. That's enough. He could fall down. See what he's deciding to do. Yeah, I think he was just thinking. There is 25 coins in here, 5 boos, which then spawn a star. Chubby making sure to nab that one up on his way through Fire Sea. Fire Sea is a great stage for lives. In fact, if you're doing a live goal and you're not familiar where a lot of them are on your route, a strat that a lot of people do is they'll go through Fire Sea and they'll grab all these 1-ups as they do it, which I think there's 3 that you can get really easily, maybe 4. There's one in that box, but it's a tough one to get. Easier to get if you're going to miss the cycle. And then when you go back into Fire Stage, as if you were going to exit, like in any other run, you just run back through Fire Sea and grab the 4 1-ups again, and then you exit course. It's just a quick 4 1-ups that aren't super far out of the way. All right. Didn't opt to grab the one in the box up top. Not a huge deal. He's still going through BBH. He's got time to get more lives for sure. But if I had to pick a leader right now, I'm leaning towards Toastrider. I don't know how many stages Chubby's gotten 2 stars in. I'm sure he's keeping track, but Chubby still has to get 6 stars in BBH, which is everything usually but either the merry-go-round or 100 or Ghost Hunt, which you don't know really which one's fastest to skip, but he's got quite a few stars in BBH to get, and SL 100. Meanwhile, Toastrider needs to finish out all stars in BBH and then go on a little bit of a Canon World Tour and then just close out the game. So he doesn't have a lot left to do. Gonna end up being a pretty quick bingo for Toastrider, honestly. And a very low star count, I'm realizing now. That's actually incredible. Very good routing on his part. I didn't see how many he has left in oh, I guess he went in here for 12, so he's got 2 stars left here. He's gonna close out this bingo with 20 stars, probably. That's a very low star count for a bingo. So that's awesome. All right, Chubby is starting his BBH World Tour, or BBH Tour. We'll see which star he opts to not get. He does have the Vanish Cap, so normally if you don't have the Vanish Cap, you have to skip the giant eyeball. It's not allowed to look at you unless you're invisible. Bit of an oxymoron there. But Chubby is allowed to get that star, so he can skip any star he wishes in this stage. Toastrider nabbing all these red coins. Red coins normally paired with 100 nowadays, but back in the day it used to be on its own. Originally 100 coins would go with the merry-go-round star. Elite all-coin world record holder. Yeah, that's a good point. I actually didn't think about that, but Toastrider is the world record holder for all coins, so 140 in a stage, not a big deal for him. He knows where every single coin is. He's collected all of them several times very quickly. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. So I could see him leaning towards those 140 coin goals. All right, Justine's Big Boo's balcony. Toastrider has a little bit of a history with this star. There's a very old clip of him long jumping on the Boo instead of ground pounding, bouncing on him maybe 15, 18 times. No, not that many, but... And then the Boo just goes upstairs, goes on top of the roof. He loses him. But he ground pounds, it's good. Not a repeat of that clip. Slaying the Boo, getting his vengeance. Getting through there. Yeah, this is super fast. He's gonna do MIPS clip, pop into DDD, get the submarine, fly through Fire Sea, no coins there, and then go upstairs and open up some cannons. So I'm trying to recollect here which cannons he's opened. I've seen Womp's Fortress, I've seen SSL. Is it only those two? Hard to keep track. I have trouble keeping track of my cannon count when I'm running bingo on my own. So watching two players, I kind of just assume they're gonna have enough here. But we'll see. Cannon World Tour, not too hard. Actually, one of my favorite things to do in bingo. Not always, if you find yourself dipping into every stage and just grabbing cannons, sometimes you're not doing the right thing. Toastrider definitely doing the right thing here. But some of my favorite movement in the game is flying into each stage and nabbing cannons. Very quick MIPS clip, launching himself into DDD. I like that we saw both players had to do a bunch of stars in BBH, but one opted to do it before Fire Sea and one after, and neither of them really had a route suffer from it. Just kind of a cool thing to see. BBH is a stage that you can really fit in anywhere. Normally in a run it's done before basement because there's nice movement to fly into basement after it, but pretty quick to head upstairs as well. So not a big deal. Toastrider looks like he's going for front sub here. He's in it to win it. Not losing any time. Beautiful. Dives into the star. I love it. I love it. And making his way into Fire Sea. See if he can fly through Fire Sea here. No red coins. Probably still somewhat familiar with this route. He's going for the pole glitch. Doesn't quite get it. Wow, he was... Man, Toastrider just busting out the strats here. I don't know if he knows if he's in the lead or not. Sometimes racers like to keep their opponent's stream up. I don't know about the GSA legality of that necessarily, but sometimes when you're in a race and you know you're in the lead, you just start doing some of the easy strats. You got time to lose. Not quite making the cycle there. But Toastrider, that's not him. He does everything he knows that he can do. He does the fastest thing possible. Why would you do anything slower if you can do what's fast? Unless, of course, you're about to die. Beautiful, though. Not dying there. I really love what he did. All right, and we see Mash going for 100 coins here. No need for 140, so just your typical modern 100 coin route. Yeah, good point out by Rox. There are 6 lives in Bowser in the Sky. I'm a big fan of the 20 lives goal. 20, I think there's even 15 on the board. Those are almost free. If you know where a few 1-ups are, you can get them on the way. 30 is a little bit more of a journey. You might farm some in Vanish Cap or something like that, but 20 is a little bit of a free goal. It was a few seconds here and there, but very doable. Oh no, losing the blue coin behind the wall. Yikes. Killed the Goom or the Boo too early. I'm sure there's backup coins somewhere. I don't know where they are personally. Kind of interesting though. Oh, take a little bit of a spill. That place. Oh no, and he factories. Okay, didn't kill the Boo, so he could grab that red coin or the blue coin again later. But oh, I like this backup. Okay, going in, he's gonna just grab 10 coins here and grab this star. I really like this. And just grab red on its own later. Red's on its own, or skip red coins. Red coins is a little bit of a long star on its own, so. I think this is really sweet. I think this star might be one of the ones you would normally skip, but if you factory by mistake, you get it, and then you skip red coins. I'm digging it. All right, Toastrider doing this sweet movement from Wet Dry World. This is a stage you can either exit. It hasn't quite been timed. You can either exit or do some neat movement here to grab the Shocking Arrow Lift Star. See what he opts to do. It's a stage exit. Totally fine. Honestly, I think the stage exit might be faster, but if you need a star in Wet Dry World while you're doing it, you can ground pound onto the box that has Shocking Arrow Lifts in it, even though it's under the water. You'll still break it. Kind of cool little bit of movement there. All right, Mash is done with BBH. Looks like that was his last star anyway. Sweet, so it didn't matter if he factored or not. In fact, no, he definitely did it on accident. I'm guessing he did it on accident the way that he moved into the factory, but kind of ended up being almost faster. Well, definitely not faster, I guess, but hardly time loss. All right, he is also exiting out of THI. THI, I like dying in. There's a big pit right there. But again, pretty small difference there. All right, and Chubby making his way into SL. He needs 100 coins here. He's got the Vanish Cap, so he can do the route that he knows. The one we're all familiar with. The one that requires good luck, good RNG to do quickly. Ooh, good from that one. All right, dance around these coins here. Toast opening up the cannon TTM. I didn't catch if he did the movement. There's some really interesting movement you can do to get to that cannon. Hopefully somebody else saw if he did do it. There's a really sick triple jump wall kick you can do. I think Toast knows about it, so he might have done it. I just totally missed it. Looks like he is opting to do the cannon in SL. Now I'm thinking of what he's skipped. Oh, I think he's going to skip Cloud Stage and Rainbow Ride. I think that makes sense. SL is pretty quick. Rainbow Ride and Cloud Stage have pretty long cannon grabs, so. Yeah, I'm marking it. Toastrider's on his way out of here. Both players in the Igloo for completely different reasons. Yeah, so maybe, like I said, I don't know how many stages Chubby's gotten 2 stars out of. I totally lost track of that. But if he is... Oh, okay. Flying in there. That's an interesting movement. If Chubby only has 1 stage left to get 2 stars in, or if he's done with that, this actually is a pretty close race. Otherwise, Toast definitely busted out a fast route for this one. Got to make it through BLJs, though. It is not over until it's over. And even then, sometimes it's not over, but most of the time. All right, slipping around, going up the staircase. Chubby collecting his coins. And Chubby is set on lives at this point. Collecting this 100 coin star and popping out of the stage, he's going to get 2 laps from that, so good BLJs from Toastrider. Oh, don't get bumped. Alright, he's good. Right, we'll see what kind of bits we can get from Toastrider. Oh, taking a spill! You know, he's got some time. Oh, no. So it looks like that was 2 from 10 for Chubby. So, yeah, this is actually a much closer race than I anticipated. I wasn't keeping track of the 2 from 10, so I just kind of always assumed Chubby had like 6 stages to go, but it turns out that number changes over time. Down to 0. He's heading into bits. Toastrider taking that death. Definitely can't afford another one. Can't afford any major mistakes. Pending Chubby's BLJs here. Looks like he's going to go for second try on these BLJs. Getting up there. All right, Toastrider does not want anything bad to happen. Oh, don't quite. Okay. Doesn't want to fall here. Gets up there. Probably in the green zone, but anything can happen in Bowser in the Sky. The stage is designed to destroy Mario. Chubby working on his BLJs though. Meanwhile, Toastrider going into the pipe. He just needs 3 quick throws and he will be locked in for game 1 here. It's looking grim for Chubby, but this race was close enough. I'd be happy to see game 3. I'd be not surprised. Oh! Chubby long jumped down there for a second. I thought he might have gone too far and re-infinity'd the stairs. Toastrider missing a throw. Just 2 more. Chubby's on his way up there. Can't miss too many. All right, 1 more throw needed for Toastrider. Chubby is playing as fast as he can in case something goes wrong. Not quite. You just need 1 more, Toastrider. That's all. Just gotta aim the Bowser at the bomb. I think that's good. It is good. All right. Looks like Toastrider will be taking game 1 here in a close race. He's getting a mid 33. Chubby on pace for a mid 34. Oh, on pace for a low 35. Big spill there, unfortunately. But that is a dot done from Toastrider. Chubby's nearly done. We'll see if we're going to have him finish or if we're just going to get going on the second match or not. See if Chubby requires closure in this run. Or maybe if he just wants to practice this triple jump. Not taking any spills from it though. That was pretty good actually. I like it. Well, what a game. That was actually a pretty unique race. I feel like commentating enough of these, I kind of started seeing a lot of patterns and seeing the same goals over and over, but this one, not so much. Yikes for Chubby. Almost dead in Bowser in the Sky. Pretty unique goals in this, and then still a very quick time. I'm a big fan. BBH is a stage I personally avoid at all costs in Bingo. I don't run 120. It's a very uncomfortable stage if you don't. Both these players were comfortable with it though, handled it very well. Especially the 140 by Toastrider, knowing where all those coins are, definitely helps. And even the backup by Mash, skipping that last star, I really liked it. So, all right, generating the new board here. And we will be starting very, very soon for game 2 of this best of 3 series between Toastrider and Chubby. I'm gonna take a peep at this card. I always like cheating and looking early because, you know, I want to make sure I can talk about this as soon as you guys see it, instead of all of us staring there in silence, trying to parse these 25 tasks in which line of 5 of them is probably the fastest. Because picking a good line is very difficult. You only have 1 minute to do it in a race. As a commentator, I have less time because I want to be talking about it as soon as I can. So I just, I just pick a row and act like it's good until I realize it's not, then I pick a different one. No, that's not quite it. Actually, one of my favorite things to do for Bingo, for choosing a row, is Bingo Sync has this neat starring feature where you can right-click on a task and you can decide, just if you like a feature, you want to mark it for some reason. I look at the whole board, and I star every task that I think takes a while, like all stars in the stage, or 12 castle secret stars, or like all the cannons, things like that. And then I just look at the board as a whole, and I try to find a line that doesn't have a lot of stars in it. That's kind of my quick go-to, try to find something quick. All right, we are getting prepared for the second match here. Thanks again for joining us. It's a late night bingo, 1 p.m. for the Eastern people. Looks like Chubby's taking a minor break between the race, collecting his thoughts, trying to channel his inner Mario, make sure that he'll be ready. But yeah, appreciate everybody joining us. If you're up late watching, awesome. If it's a normal time for you, that's still awesome. We're gonna have some more bingo coming for you tomorrow. So at 8 p.m. Eastern, there's gonna be Liam Kings versus Blue Bob, 2 other bingo all-stars, as far as we've seen. And then immediately after that is Gothic Logic versus Paracusia. Paracusia has joined us on the commentary team a handful of times and done well at that. He's also done well in his bingo races, so Very excited for all these players. I'd be happy whoever wins any of those matches. They're both really putting in the work and showing up for bingo, so should be great. Top 8 is pretty stacked from how this tournament started out. I'm getting very excited for top 4 and eventually the finals. I think it's still anybody's tournament out of the well, we're down to top 7 because one of these matches has played out, but I think it's anybody's. I don't think there's any one player that I expect to completely kill it. As I mentioned pre-game, which you guys might not have heard, there are 3 players in this tournament who have not dropped a single game out of their matches. Those are Cheese05, Toastrider, and Chubby. So if we go to game 3 here, there's only 1, and it's Cheese. And if somebody 2-0s here, then there's only 2. But otherwise, there's already been a lot of game 3s, and I wouldn't expect any player to 2-0 every match through the entire tournament. I think at least by the finals, probably by the top 4, we're going to see only game 3, only 3 game sets. So I think we've begun. Yeah, I see the timers moving. Our card's going to be showing here in just a second. It's time. There it is. All right. So I cheated. I looked at this card a little bit early. One thing that stood out to me was row 5, just based off my mini Corey algorithm of something with few stars. JRB and DDD 4 stars in each isn't actually too bad. I usually don't end up starring it, but in this one, you know, we can. We'll say it's 2 stars. But additionally, I like row 3. It seems kind of like a lot of stars all over the place, but there's a lot of synergy there. We see 3 stars from 8 stages, which can be a menacing goal for some people, but kind of how we saw Chubby do 2 from 10 so quickly. It's sort of the same thing. You just bust out your inner 70 star, your inner 45 star if you know it, and you grab the quick stars, and it stacks really well with 6 in SSL. It stacks really well with 100 coins in Wet Dart World, and it stacks really well with the 4 from each BOB and CCM. Even the 120 in each stage, you're probably going to get with those other things. So row 3, I see a lot of synergy as well. But we'll see. We'll see what else kind of pops up here as I look around. Meanwhile, nothing out of the ordinary except Toastrider opted to talk to Lakitu. That's not on the card, but sometimes you want to double check on those camera controls, so you might give them a little chat. Make sure you know what they are. Chubby going in for bomb clip here. Toastrider, maybe a little bit of PTSD going for bomb clip here. Hopefully he can nab it on the first try. It didn't cost him the match last time in the game, but not a mistake you want to be making, so we'll see how he does here. It looks good. It's big. It's in there. Beautiful. All right. I wouldn't expect anything out of the ordinary immediately. I don't think either player is going to be hopping back into BOB for anything. I think we're going to see a pretty standard Womps. Any divergence we'll see this early would be if somebody decides they need all-stars from Womps. Although I'm not a big fan of the things that line up with that, but we'll see. Another thing that we might have seen at the beginning of this one, there is a defeat all 4 mini-bosses goal on this card, which would lead a player to want to beat the Bomb King first instead of do Bomb Clip. But we did not see that. Again, similar with the All-Stars and Womps, I don't really like how that one lines up, so I would not be choosing it. But Toastrider talking to the sign here. I think he's going for 140. Yeah, this looks like it. Okay. Or it could be 130. There's no 140 in this card, is there? There's not. So this could be 120 in one stage or 130 in one stage. We'll just see how many he ends up with, which is great. I love seeing these kind of, I don't know what to call them, but you know, they really show you what a player's doing this early. Killing these Womps. Yeah, I like these kind of tasks. They kind of show off immediately where a player right. Yeah, so 120 versus 130 in Womps Fortress. I don't know that there's a big difference in what your route might be. I think it just comes down to the Womps that you're fighting. If you want to be fighting, or if you want to be jumping on their backs or not, basically. It's kind of the big difference. So, and he did jump on the back, so I'm guessing 130, but we'll just see how it lines up. Mash taking a little bit of a spill on that slope. Gonna be all right for his 100 coins. So both players going for 100 coins here. We'll see if not Mash. Did I say Mash? How many times have I said that? Chubby. I think he's just going for 100 here, though. Mash also in the tournament. Well, no longer. Was in the tournament. Made it to top 8. Good runner. Good sport. He was just happy to be here. And we were happy to have him. All right, Toastrider getting back out of there. He has done the 130. Now, this is kind of interesting based on what that lines up with. There's 3 options here. There's column 4, there's row 2, or there's bottom left to top right. I think if I was choosing any of those, it's tough. Column 4 is 120 grind monkey row. Just do what you know. Row 2 is kind of a lot of long tasks that don't have a lot of synergy. 3 from 6 is, you know, kind of fast, but not really. And 12 secrets just doesn't have anything to do with it. Bottom left, top right, not bad though. Everything in HMC and everything in Rainbow Ride can be a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, but it looks like he's going for row 2. I don't see any other reason to grab a slide here. So I'm pinning Toastrider on row 2 here. We'll see how the synergy plays out. This is a minimum of 30 stars, if I'm counting correctly. I mean, you need 3 from 6. That's 18, and you need 12 secret stars that aren't any of those, so... Okay. Oh, and grabbing the 1-ups here. I like this. All right. There's the 1-up on the slide. Meanwhile, Mash, kind of fumbling a little bit in Womp's Fortress, just needs to get up there and pound the back of this man. I don't know how that 1-up actually even spawned on the slide, but Toastrider did. Love it. Get that win marked for you guys. But Toastrider is up a game for those of you just tuning in. This is a best of 3. We are in game 2. There it is. Ding ding. Toastrider grabbing the 1-ups on the slide again, getting his 2nd slide star. So 12 Castle Secret Stars is a little bit of an interesting goal here in Bingo. There's 15 Secret Stars in the game. Do you just slide under that to spawn out? I have no clue how that 1-up spawns. There's 12 Secret Stars in the game. MIPS 2 is right out. You never want 50 stars in the bingo. If you have 50 stars in the bingo, everybody else is finished, and you should probably go home. Next one, you can have some options to skip for your other 2. Common choices are Cloud Stage, because it's a little bit out of the way. Vanish Cap, because it's out of the way, unless you need Vanish Cap for your bingo. Which Toast doesn't necessarily, but could use. And then the other option is Metal Cap is a common one. Toast stream is down. I think we'll try to get that fixed as soon as we can, but he is not waiting at that door, having a few technical issues. But we'll get it back up as soon as we can. Chubby with a nice backup on the CCM star. Looks like we're back up with Toastrider. Wow, synced completely. I believe we have double Chubby action here. I don't think Toast and Chubby are that synced. I don't think Toast has swapped to Japanese version, but now we'll get it back up as soon as we can here. But yeah, as far as stars to skip, the other one is Metal Cap. It's kind of out of the way. You got to pop an HMC to grab it. And Top Floor Toad Star requires 35 stars. Generally, also not a star count you want to find yourself at. We'll see which ones he opts to skip. And we'll also see what we can do about Toastrider's stream here. It's like we're just running into a little bit of difficulties. The stream might have crashed, his internet might have gone down. We're seeing what we can do. Not the first time this happened in GSA event. We actually have some rules in place here. I'm not completely familiar with them, but I'm certain that they exist. Although I think they're generally for relays, but I'll definitely get it figured out for you. Definitely want to continue bringing some hot bingo action to you all. So in the meantime, we'll enjoy this extremely close race between Chubby and Chubby. All right. So Chubby got all stars and womps. And he's in CCM now. That points me towards... Oh, looks like we're back up for Toastrider. They have diverged. Beautiful. Yeah, looks like we're good again. Awesome. So I'm leaning towards column 2 for Chubby because he's in CCM. Now, CCM is a fast stage that you could go into otherwise, but I wouldn't expect to see 100 coins out of CCM unless you're getting 4 stars there. So I'm thinking that one. And I'm a fan of column 2. All Stars and Rainbow Ride is a long task. It's about a minute longer than 6 stars in Rainbow Ride, at least. Bit of buffering on the stream every now and then. I think we might be running that a little bit, but should be all right. As long as you see Mario every few seconds, you can follow these players. As much as we'd love to give you the high frame rate action, we'll do everything we can. All right, Chubby grabbing the wing cap and its star here. Does want the wing cap if he's going back into BOB. You can get 3 out of BOB without the wing cap, but you need 4, so you want to grab the wing cap. And might as well grab the star here. Actually, I don't know that he needs to necessarily, but if it's what you know or just what you're in the middle of, I think he's actually going to have enough stars to just ignore that one, but not a huge mistake, not very far out of the way. Toastrider, meanwhile, grabbing every secret star that he can. Right now, Dark World Reds. Stopping, oh, grabbing some 1-ups. He remembers they're here. He doesn't know quite where. Yeah, there they are. This area scares me. I mean, there's a lot of 1-ups here, but it's kind of easy to die. Like, he's taking it slow. Beautiful. All right. Oh, no! You just go a little bit to the right somehow, and you're dead. It's done. He didn't even grab the star, so he has to get reds again. Big mistake for Toastrider. Almost as late as possible in Dark World. Gonna have to be running it back. Yikes. Not the death you want to be having. Now, we had a death in Dark World last race. It's already blending together for me. I can't remember it, but I feel like we did. Do these spawn on 1-up? Okay, no, he's just grabbing coins. Maybe he was going for it? I don't really know. Oh, this is interesting. I think I might know what he's doing here. You get a 1-up for every 50 coins you have after you collect a star. And I think you get a 1-up then if you have 50 coins and you collect the key here. Is it worth it though? I don't know. For 25, there's a lot of other live you can get before doing this, but an interesting choice by Toastrider. Oh my gosh, he's just going high speed, balls to the wall, no matter what. I would have died at least 15 times by now in this part. Yeah, so he just needs to grab 5 more coins here, which is going to get these reds and those 3 there. I like it. Okay, that's a really interesting 1-up. Kind of a bit out of the way. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but a decent bit of game knowledge required to even think about getting that one. I like it. I think that's the first time I've ever seen somebody collect coins in Dark World in a bingo. Just like that. Very interesting. All right, Chubby going for sky jump here. Oh, get the glitch camera. Only possible on Japanese version. But that's fine. He's flying anyway. No, I think it's possible on English. It's just way, way more precise to get it. Beautiful. I think you might have grabbed the secret without a coin there. Another fun random thing that can happen. Right, yeah, Toastrider nabbing a 1-up here for grabbing those coins in Dark World. I like it. Not sure that I agree with it, but I like it nonetheless. And he's going to be grabbing wing cap here. All right, so Chubby's 6 stars ahead of Toast. Not always indicative of being in the lead in a bingo, except that Toast's row, like I mentioned before, requires at least 30 stars. Probably going to be exactly 30. But if you need that many stars and you're behind on stars, that might be a sign that you're not in the lead in the bingo at the moment. The spill in Dark World definitely cost him a lot of time. Chubby, no major mistakes yet, but doing a Dark World of his own, so we'll see what happens. Deciding he... Oh, diving! I think that went right through the... Right through the spinning things. I don't remember what they're called. Those platforms. I swear he didn't miss one of those like left and right. It looked like he just went, like slid between them somehow. But nonetheless, Chubby deciding that he does not need red coins here after doing the math. Smart of him. He doesn't. So he'll be flying through here without it. Luckily, his Dark World death, everybody's got to have one. It's, you know, GSA rules apparently. Was very early. Smart on his part to do it. Knock it out of the way. Okay, not quite sure what he's doing here. Making his way up there. Everything's all right. All right, Toast popping in. He wants 3 stars total from BOB. One of them was Bomb Clip. The other's gonna be Bomb King, it seems. I'm not really sure on the time between Bomb King and red coins on its own. I'm gonna assume Bomb King is faster though. Red coins on its own is actually close to a minute. So opting for Bomb Clip, Sky Jump, and Bomb King, of course, for his 3 stars. I like that the 3 from 6 are shared tasks between the 2 players. They're both doing very different rows, but they're both popping into a lot of stages and getting 3 stars. So you kind of keep seeing them sync up throughout this run, despite doing almost entirely different rows. It's very unique. All right, 3 stars out of BBH. There's 2 you get 70. Those are your normal ones. Next fastest, he doesn't have Vanish Cap, so Mr. I is right out. I want to say it's either going to be Merry-Go-Round or red coins on its own, maybe? Okay, he's going for 100 here. This is a little bit different route. So, yeah, we'll see what he ends up doing here. Getting these coins. He doesn't need more than 100, but these coins are right here. I don't know that this route's faster than what the old route would have been, but I'm not super well versed in BBH. I know there's some different spawning rules, which means I don't know that the merry-go-round star is there. I think he's going for BBH 100 on its own, which is all you really need. You might even end it with something quick like Haunted Books, but at the same time, actually, BBH 100 on its own and then just exiting course saves you a lot of castle movement. So I think that's what Toastrider is going for here. He's just getting 100 quick coins out of here, and then he's just going to pop right out of the stage, never to return. Chubby getting his SSL coins meanwhile. Stars, not coins. No coins needed here. They dig it. Good routing on Toastrider's part here. Trying to minimize the number of stars that he gets. He knows that he'll be getting enough doing this because he's got to pop into so many stages. Not really so many. 6 choice stages, but we'll see. Now, one thing that comes up if you're doing 3 stars in a stage, and SSL is one of them, 2 very fast stars in Klepto and Top of the Pyramid, but then if you want a 3rd fast star, you got to do Pillarless. So adds a little bit of stress to the run, and opting not to do Pillarless means you're doing a 40-second star instead of a sub 20-second star. So, right, Chubby just making his way to the basement now. I'm interested in what's going on here. Unless I completely missed a Pillarless, I was watching the 100 coin route for a little bit here. Okay, having a little bit of trouble. Bunny, very buttered up. That's actually why he's yellow. Just covered in oil. Very slippery. All right, he gets it right next to the door here. All right, I think Toastrider is going to finish with a star here. And then just make his way into basement. This is fine if you're following up with basement. I guess I was thinking if you have to get 100 coins in BBH and you're going upstairs next, then exiting after the 100 coin is a hot idea. Oh, but he wants 3 stars from here anyway, so this works out really well. So just a really unique 100 coin route that ends with haunted books instead of doing 100 coins. I guess that makes sense. You can't do 100 coins with reds because you don't have vanish cap, and you can't do 100 coin with merry-go-round because you haven't done the ghost hunt, and it's a slow start that you want to do. So the next best thing is, well, he did do 100 coins with reds, just in a different route. I wonder why he grabbed so many coins outside, and if it ended up being faster or not. No way for me to tell, at least. But nonetheless, he's heading downstairs. Chubby in the basement. Chubby does not need stars from BBH. So it's definitely going to seem like, I mentioned the star counts too. I still might think that Chubby's in the lead here, but Toastrider's getting 3 stars from a lot of stages already. He does not have a lot to do upstairs. Meanwhile, Chubby's going to get upstairs quicker, but he's got to do every star in Rainbow Ride, which just takes a long time, like 6 minutes. So there's just so much time for Toastrider to run around and grab secret stars or finish off his 3 from 6. While Chubby slogs through the longest stage in the game. All right, 3 quick ones from HMC here. Likely to be emergency exit, falling cavern right here, or swimming beast in the cavern, and watch for rolling rocks. All right, DDD, also a 3-star stage for Chubby. I'm not sure. On 3 from 8, I'm a big fan of DDD. You do 3 there in 70, that means it makes my list. 3 from 6 lets you cut 2 stages. I might be inclined to cut DDD. Even though you already get the 1 star there, the other 2 stars here are kind of long in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe not. Makes me wonder though if something like TTM or SL is quicker. Don't want to do too much math on stream. Never a good idea. Especially not at our now 2 in the morning Eastern time bingo quarterfinal. Right, Mash taking some damage in Fire Sea. Avoid that lava. Don't want to get hit another time. Grab some coins. Fly through the heart here. Make sure he's safe. Okay, killing Goomba. He's taking a spill. He's dead. I don't know what was going on there. He could have just flown right through the heart and he would have gotten enough life, but he slowed down right when he hit it, so he only healed 1 point, and then he double dipped in the lava, which is a huge no-no. Big taboo. Giving it another go here. Seems fine this time. Oh, Toastrider. Oh my gosh. Taking a spill in HMC, but a lot of the times if you make that fall, you hit the death barrier, but he was just a hair above it and did not die. Very lucky. Little you can do to control that. Mostly just hoping that you wall kick early enough. And getting watch for rolling rock. Wow. All right. Well, both players nearing the end of their 3 from 6. Haven't done the math myself. Haven't counted out, tallied up the stages, but I know we've seen them in a lot of stages here. Yeah, it looks like Toastrider is done with it. Chubby's got to be closing it out soon, maybe just with Rainbow Ride. But Toastrider is going to go on a Secret Star World Tour here. Based on his routing here, it looks like he's skipping Vanish Cap, skipping Metal Cap, skipping Nips 2. He's got to get one of the ones that I just listed, because I doubt he's getting top 4 Toadstar, or my math is wrong. Toastrider unchecking 3 from 8. Might have been wrong there. He's counting. I counted 4. Maybe 5. We're not counting the first one. 3 from 8, 3 from 6, and 12 Castle Secret Stars are 3 goals that I see like players have to pause and scroll through the stage list on their star screen or their pause screen. Make sure they have enough here. Looks like he was a little bit short. We'll see if he decides to get 3 in DDD. or if it's somewhere else. Chubby's ready for Rainbow Ride, though. He's been preparing all bingo for it. Oh. But he's got a BLJ there first. Taking him a few tries. Maybe his hand's getting tired. Really wants to get up there, but it's just not happening. Looks like Toastrider was opting for 3 in DDD, because he was going for the chest star. Now he's going for sub, and he'll grab Manta after this. Chubby's got a backwards long jump through this door. 50 stars is not an option. He needs this to work. One of them has to do it. You don't have to mash that fast, so if you go at a reasonable pace, you shouldn't be getting tired, but it can be stressful. Be mentally tiring. This isn't the exact gameplay that you look for in Super Mario 64, you know? Not the fun part, really. Man, he's just not getting up there. It's been like a minute at this point. Any time that he might have gained from Toastrider's Dark World death, it's gone. Like, it's hard to say that he's in the lead anymore after this. This is seriously brutal. Oh, this one looks good. Okay. Man. That took a long time. That was very rough. All right, start your timers. It's about 6 minutes for Rainbow Ride, if my math is correct. Maybe nearly 7. Toastrider has that much time to catch up. And that's assuming things go well for Chubby in here. Anything can happen. Oh, I like the wall kick. Oh my gosh. I would not have held back there. I would have been way too afraid, but Chubby, he has the cojones to do it. And he lands out there. I love it. All right, Toastrider grabbing Fire Sea with red coins here. And he does have his 3 from 6 now, which means he needs 4 secret stars. One of them's going to be Bowser in the Sky Reds for certain. One of them's going to be Toad. Is he opting for Cloud Stage? Must be. But then what else? What am I missing? Top floor Toad is 35, unless I'm completely mistaken. And it's 30. But even if it's 30, he'd need a... Excuse me, nab another star. I must be miscounting something, or Toastrider's going to be heading back down into the basement later. Seems a little strange. I don't know that we've seen him get Secret Aquarium either. He could be exiting course after Fire Sea, as you do, and then grabbing Secret Aquarium. That's an option. He's got plenty of lives here, though. Almost too many. I might have skipped that box just because you're going to run into so many in Bits or in Vanish Cap or anywhere that you might go after those. But not a huge deal. Definitely still making good time. Chubby getting his stars. In Rainbow Ride. 4 of them left. And 4 long ones. Looks like it's 100 coin time here. Yeah, one of the Fly Guy coins. All right, Toastrider popping in here, exiting course. We'll see if he does the Secret Aquarium, like I was wondering. Or if he's got a different route in mind. All right, perfect, Secret Aquarium. Awesome. I'm glad that I'm on the same page. That means that I know something about bingo. And I can feel good about myself. Because these players definitely know about bingo. That's how they made it this far in the tournament. As much as I say I might disagree with the strat they're doing, I mean, they're obviously better than me. I'm just sitting here behind a microphone talking about it. But they're out there doing it. Making top 8. One of them making top 4. Maybe one of them making the finals. We'll see. All right, good 100 so far for Chubby. Nothing too wild happening. Meanwhile, Toastrider just swimming along, grabbing those red coins. And then he'll be talking to Toad, doing some Cloud Stage, doing some bits with Reds. Not a ton left, but not a ton left for Chubby at this point. He's got a Carpet Ride. I can't say who's in the lead here. Those BLJs just really gave Toastrider a ton of time to catch up. And it's a lot closer now than it was. All right, a little bit of a break for Chubby here. Downtime, gets to think about what he's doing. He's just got to go to get a few more stars in Rainbow Ride and then make his way into bits here. Maybe peeping at Toast's stream, see where he's at. Taking a look at the bingo card, seeing if he could have chose something better or not. No way to really know. All right, Toast deciding where to go here. He's got to talk to Toad. This Toad, not the other Toad. Toad over there tells you something stupid that you probably already know. All right, 9 Castle Secret Stars. I'm glad he checked that count. I wanted to be sure. So he needs 2 more here. There's 2 clear choices in Cloud Stage and Bowser in the Sky Reds. Toastrider needs some BLJs of his own. Hopefully they're better than Chubby's. Oh, showing him how it's done. This might be good. Oh no, he's not in the door. I don't know. Oh, it is good. Beautiful. All right. It says, Chubby, you just got to press A bunch. I don't know what you were doing wrong. All right. Good start for this Cloud Stage. Knows what he's doing here. I am not sure who's in the lead here. I mean, we're nearing the end of this. Both players have 3 tasks marked. Soon to be 4 for both of them. Actually, Chubby does have 4 done, but I don't know who's winning. He's near the end of Rainbow Ride. What did I say? 3 stars left or 4 stars? If it's 4, I'm thinking Toast is in the lead. If it's 3, then it's close. Trying to do some math in my head, thinking about bits with and without red coins and all these different things. Interesting that I mentioned that Toastrider's line was very long, requiring 30 stars, but Chubby's in the exact same boat. Well, not quite. 20 and 29. He does have 2 left. Man. This is a very close race. Toastrider needs this red coin. Neither player has time to spare here. Any big mistake can easily just close it out. Meaning, a game 3 if Toast makes a mistake and out of the tournament if Chubby does. It's all on the line. It's starting to really matter here. All right. Toastrider is heading into Bowser in the Sky. Chubby needs 1 more star in Rainbow Ride. It looks like Toastrider's got the lead here. And I think it really came down to those BLJs. They took Chubby too long. But again, anything can happen. We've seen deaths in Bowser in the Sky before. We saw one last race from Toastrider, the man himself. And he needs red coins this time. They're a little bit more out of the way. But Chubby's making his way into Bowser in the Sky very, very soon here. Close to a spill from Toastrider. Any mistake from him means we are near even, maybe beyond, to the point of being behind. This is close. Victory is within reach for Toastrider if he can just hold it together. Another 2-0. Oh, and a spill! He's not dead. He's not dead, but not the fall that you want to be having happen. Maybe, you know, I guess if you have to pick a fall, that's the one. That's the one I choose. Because you're not going to die from it. But, man, he wants that 2-0. He wants his second 2-0 of the series, his 3rd win of the tournament. He wants to be undefeated. Taking a few seconds to think about, only sending us frames in between. Chubby is on his tail and flying as fast as he can go. This is so close. I am amazed. Toastrider needs to grab a few red coins here, grab a star. Chubby does not. He's ready to head into the pipe. Oh, man. Missing the triple jump. Chubby missing the long jump. Both players just need to keep their cool. Missing it again for Chubby. Oh, no. Can the nerves, are they getting to him? Not even going for the quick triple jump, but he might need it as much as he's you know, sitting on nerves here. He needs every second he can get. Toastrider's heading into the pipe now. Oh, and another fall from Chubby. I was going to say Toastrider's one throw from it being even again, but okay, he's going for the triple jump. Not quite getting it, falling even further down. He might be sealing his own fate here. We might see a 2-0 from Toastrider as he gets one throw. Chubby's got to wait for that sliding platform. A second throw from Toast. He's one throw from victory, one throw from top 4. There it is. That's it. The lead lost in Tippy, like many runs go. Unfortunate for Chubby, but fortunate for Toast. Wow, I'm amazed. That was a serious race. 34-58. Chubby making his way into the pipe. 40 seconds behind if he gets those throws, but man, what a race. We'll see if we get Toast in here for a post-game interview, post-match interview. While Chubby slams these last few throws. Looks like he is in here. Toast, how's it going? Oh. Toast, how we doing?
Doing about as well as my gameplay during that run.
Yeah, that was an interesting race. I wasn't sure about the road choice from either player, but it ended up being insanely close. I don't know if you had Chubby's stream open or anything.
I did not.
It's he entered the pipe as you got the big star, basically.
Close race with it.
But it was crazy because you had the death way late in Dark World at the very beginning, and it kind of put Chubby in the lead for a super long time, and then he spent, I swear, a minute or a minute and a half on the 50-star door BLJ. And gave you so much time to catch up, and then it ended up costing the race almost. It seemed a little bit of spillage and Bowser in the sky as well, but man, he's finishing up right now.
So what road did you think was good?
I had a little bit tough choice on this one. I'm trying to remember what I chose because it was so early in the bingo. I think I was leaning towards row 3 on this one. I noticed a lot of synergy with the 3 from 8 and another 3 tasks in that row.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly. Like, I wasn't even thinking either of these races, because I was going to do either row 3 or like, what was it? Column 5 looked okay, and then I was like, oh, row 2. I don't know why 12 secret stars and 3 from 6 does not line up.
Yeah, that's what worried me about that one. And that's 30 stars from those 2 goals right there immediately.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
It worked out though. It carried you to the finish. You got every star in the game almost, but you did it.
Both of the races in this bingo were my 2 worst times I've gotten in bingo.
Oh, really? Well, that's a good sign. Hopefully there's nowhere to go but up. Hopefully it's not a trend for future races, but
I don't know. I just, man, never play, and I suck every time now. So I'll probably get wrecked next race. I assume.
Do you have a favorite? You're going to be playing the winner of Paracusia and Gothic Logic. Do you have a guess as to who's going to end up winning that match that you might be facing up against? Do you think Para's going to take it?
Probably.
How do you think you'll do against Para?
Depends if I remember how to play the game or not.
Well, hopefully the memories come flooding back. But
I have to like practice a bit.
Yeah.
Because not nonetheless, playing forever and then jumping into a bingo kind of sucks.
It's a little rough, yeah, absolutely. You suddenly need to route and play well at the same time. Well, nonetheless, congratulations on the victory. Awesome work.
I wouldn't call that awesome or work.
Well, whatever you did, you won.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I think that's all we have for our broadcast tonight. You'll catch us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, for Liam Kings versus Blue Bob. We'll have Pity and Simply on commentary for that. Following up, immediately after, we'll have Gothic Logic versus Paracusia. But I think we're closing the doors for the evening. It's way late Eastern time. We got to kick everybody out. But I want to thank everybody for watching. And hope that you all catch us next time. I think that's all I got.
so much for to playing my game.